Direct from San Francisco, it's the Hippy Gourmet. A weekly television cooking show starring Bruce Brennan, an original, playful, flower-powered gourmet chef.
Now I don't want you to scratch my head.
Featuring Manny the Hippie,
Want you to make my bed.
with Denise Olsen,
And I ain't
Lana Blanc,
side.
and Tasha the dog.
I just wanna make love.
With your hosts, Paul and Julie.
Wanna make love.
Incredible, delicious, simple recipes shot on location from the Haight-Ashbury of San Francisco.
I don't want you to sweep
The Hippy Gourmet is brought to you by Robscape. It's your world. By KitchenAid. Make it legendary. Make it KitchenAid. Robert's American Gourmet. Makers of Pirate's Booty. Birkenstock. Shoes that fit your lifestyle. And the Haight-Ashbury Flower Power Walking Tour.
little bit lively.
Excellent, another 100% vegan veggie episode of the Hippy Gourmet.
Welcome back to another great episode of the Hippy Gourmet. We got a lot of great surprises for you guys today.
Rumor has it that the show's going national, so what better way to start things out than with a complete makeover of our hippie?
We sent Bruce over to a great team of stylists. Let's go track him down and see how it's going.
Let's go.
Hey, we're gearing up for national TV. What better way than to give me a makeover? I'm talking stylist, skin, we're gonna do it all. Come on in.
Is this the Hippy Gourmet?
Hey, it's me. You gonna let me in?
I hope you're ready for your makeover.
Absolutely. Come on up. All right.
Hello.
I'm Bruce, the
Are you the
gourmet.
gourmet? I'm Jihyun,
Jihyun,
the
glad to meet
stylist,
you.
and this
Hi,
is the
210.
hairstylist.
210.
Nice meeting you.
Glad to meet you.
Welcome to the Makeover Central.
What a
Come on
dynamite
in.
spot this is.
We got a lot of work to do. Uh-oh. Okay, spin around for me. Let's see what we've got to work with here. Oh yeah, baby. There we go. Have a seat, Mr. Hippie.
Alrighty.
Couple ground rules.
Ready?
Everything I say goes.
You got it.
Got it? Okay, good to know.
Absolutely.
Good to know. 210, let's take a look and see what we
Okay.
got to work with. I just want to make you cleaned up and just ready for the world and ready for national television. I heard a rumor through the grapevine that that's where you're going.
Hey, is the world ready for the hippie?
They will be after we're done with you.
All
So let's get into hair. I'm going to bring in our Bay Area hairstylist and hair colorist specialist, Tutam. You've met her already.
All right, Tutam.
Nice meeting you
Glad
again.
to see you again.
Nice to work with you. We're gonna cut all of this off. We're gonna put nice layers in there. Just short and clean. We're gonna trim this up. You have a little fuzz growing. We're actually gonna color your beard too. So it's gonna be nice, trimmed up and colored.
It's been a while, but I remember when my hair looked just like that.
Yeah. And
about
you're gonna
like
look like
that
that too again today.
Oh, that hurt. Uh-oh.
That's for you. Merry
There it
Christmas.
is. All right. There, now I'm going to have to
Okay,
have
you
that
go
out of my
home
nose.
now.
I'm going to make that into a
we're gonna start the
paintbrush.
haircut pretty soon. I'm gonna wet your hair now. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna start with the haircut now, okay? So you've been here since the 60s, huh?
Absolutely. I was out here pre-Woodstock,
Uh-huh.
and instead of joining the military, I figured the best way to serve my country might be to get behind the stove and start cooking. So it's just been a love affair ever since.
That's great.
I'll tell you, in the 60s, I never would have condoned cutting my hair. But I tell you, this is not bad.
So what kind of food do you specialize in?
Well, I guess you could call it a French fusion. I was trained in French, but prior to that, I actually learned health foods.
So you have a 6-pack?
8-pack.
8-pack? I didn't know you could have an 8-pack.
Uh-huh.
Okay, no talking.
Bruce City, they called it.
Sorry, no talking now. Close your mouth. No more talking, close your mouth. Go like this. All right, now here comes the cleanup. Ready?
I'm ready. This is actually how they harvest potatoes in many places in the world. Ooh, taters growing in the ears. That's what my grandma used to say. You could grow taters in there. Wow. What a
What
look.
do you think? No hair on the eyebrows, no
Yes.
hair, ears.
It sure feels
You're
different.
hairless.
Sure feels different.
Bruce, I know you've been around a lot, and I bet you if this hair could talk, it would tell us a lot of really cool stories about some really, really cool parties.
This is true. This is true. But hey, new look for the new millennium. That's
Here
what
we
it's all
go.
about. Clean. Now it's time to fade in.
What an amazing haircut. I can already see a transformation.
Let's see what she can do with a little color.
Okay, you ready for the next step?
I'm ready.
We're going on to coloring.
Ah, it's gonna
Okay.
look good, huh?
So I don't want to stain your pretty mug here.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just going to prep your skin. We're just going to rub a little Vaseline into you.
Okay.
Let me help you with that.
Just want to enhance the inner hippie and the hippie that you are because we just love you so much.
Cool. I appreciate that. Well, as long as all the little dreadies and the hate don't chase me out of the hood, I'll be fine.
Okay, Bruce, it's only been step 2 that we've completed here. It's been 45 minutes since we started. And I have to say, you haven't seen yourself yet, but you look amazing.
Uh-oh, let me see.
You look completely
Yeah.
new.
Uh-oh.
Let me see how you feel.
Ah, look at that. Woo! 10 years just erased, just like that.
How
Or
you
more.
feel?
I told you we had a
Unbelievable.
lot to work with.
Hollywoodized. My inner self is a Rastafarian, so I don't need the hair on my head to be hip. I guess that's the case. Yeah, man. My dreadlocks are within. Rasta, man. Hey, It's gonna take a while, man. Let the dreads grow.
I'm gonna put a little smart wax in your hair.
Smart wax.
Gives it like texture and
Just texture. I'm worried about my IQ. It's increasing my IQ. There
holds
it
your
goes.
hair down. And
Beautiful, smart. There come back the brain cells. I can feel them mending.
there we go.
Woo! A little product always helps.
I don't even recognize him anymore. It's amazing what a haircut and some color can do.
He looks 20 years younger.
But wait, there's more. He still has a seaweed facial on the way.
All right.
Don't be scared. We're throwing in a deep algae cleansing mask.
Nice. Seaweed
This-
on the face.
Exactly. What this
Cool.
will do will just open up the pores.
Nice.
So you ready for this?
Absolutely. Do your
Okay.
darndest. Here we go.
Here we go.
This stuff is feeling unbelievable. I can feel it activating something in there.
Okay, so step 2 is the toner.
Nice.
And remind you again, it's Dermalee. All their products are harvested from Zanzibar, harvested
Cool.
by the indigenous people, so it's all local. You're giving back to the community and helping other people. So the makers of these products went all the way to Zanzibar to apprentice under Madawa, which means medicine man in Swahili. All their products are natural products, no fragrances, no animal testing. And what these two do are they're really great antioxidants. They'll combat free radicals.
Hey, free radicals. Now that's my kind of cosmetics. Lay it on me, thick. Go ahead. Woo!
Okay, Bruce, are you ready for step 3, the final skincare regimen step?
I'm ready for this one.
And the features and benefits of this moisturizer is it works like a pH to just balance your skin.
Now, with all this pampering, Bruce is getting a taste of what it's going to be like to be a real national TV star.
But no look is complete without the right wardrobe. Let's check out the final product.
Wow. I feel totally garnished, ready to go.
Amazing.
I'm under some kind of spell. I don't know what they did to me, but it ain't me anymore.
So Bruce, how do you feel?
Unbelievable. This is just
I
spectacular.
think you look amazing.
It's like a garnished platter ready to go out. Without your guys' help, beautiful people helping beautiful people look more beautiful.
Now with his new look, Bruce is going to get a jump start on tonight's dessert.
Crepe L'Orange.
Well, what do you know? It's me back. I've had a time warp happen to me. Don't adjust your television set, it is me. The horizontal, the vertical, forget all that. We're making crepes today. Crepes L'Orange, it's the most traditional, elegant, simple, easy to prepare ahead dessert you can do. I'm going to start with 1.5 cups of white flour. I've got about 3 ounces of buckwheat flour. Gives it a little bit more texture. I'm going to use 5 eggs and about 1 tablespoon of white sugar. And I've melted about 2 ounces of melted butter. And of course it takes milk. I'm going to use about 2 cups of milk, and again the amount is adjustable. You want this eventually, the batter, to be about the consistency of heavy cream. So we start with the eggs, and you can do 2 at a time if you like. It speeds things along nicely. And you can put all your dry ingredients. And then to adjust the thickness, it's okay, you can add a little bit of water to thin it out a little bit more because you want this pretty thin. Good. Your pan preheated and a little bit of butter, about a 2-ounce ladle, and then keep it swirling. Keep moving the pan until you get a nice even distribution, and then let the fire do the work. Again, as soon as you see a little brown on the edge, give it a little bit of a loosening, and then with your fingers, it's real quick. That's it. And then it's light. Look at that, it just flew out of the pan. Whee! Light like a cloud.
We've got a little surprise for you. We've brought in a special guest, Mr. Jeffrey Weissman, a professional actor who's here to give you a few pointers. So, Jeffrey?
Hi, Bruce.
Hey, Jeffrey, glad to meet you.
Likewise. Just so you know, I've been brought here at enormous expense to be your professional acting coach. I understand you're going to be hitting the big time here soon.
Rumor has it.
Do you have a set of warm-ups you do? That's good. And after a while, your lips will feel numb. That's right. And now it's some diction. Take a breath, and you're going to re-energize and relax, and then move forward again. Because if you find yourself being stuck or something, it's just generally a lack of oxygen. Scrunch your face and make the smallest little face you've ever can make. Small, teeny, tiny face. Tiny, teeny, tiny. How small can you go? That's good, little teeny, tiny. All right, big. Oh, big. Bruce,
This is what it's like being a star. I think.
what have I
take
taught you
this.
so far?
Relax and be myself.
That's right. And if you get stuck, if you have trouble,
The bag of
if you think you're
tricks.
doing the wrong thing, what do?
Whip out my tricks.
That's right. Whip out your tricks and take a big deep breath.
And
you
have I got a box of tricks?
If you've got to be on national TV early in the morning and you're not warmed up, what are you going to do while you're in makeup or while you're waiting for the action sign? That's right. You're going to
There we
warm
go.
up. And then when the host comes over and says, "Excuse me, now you've had a makeover."
Many. This is my most recent reincarnation.
It doesn't necessarily look to what I picture a hippie looking like.
Well, absolutely not. Right now I am undercover. The hippie stuff is right here. It's in back. You can't quite see it. You got to look down there and see.
Oh, yeah.
Quinoa.
What's that?
Well, it's a grain-like vegetable native to Central America. It's very high in protein and low in carbs.
Sounds delicious.
I've got that new grain that's been around for thousands of years, but a lot of people don't know about it. It's called quinoa. And it's a high protein, very easy to cook, similar to rice, looks sort of like millet. And in order to prep it, I like to soak it for about 10 minutes and then just strain out that water. So your clean quinoa goes right into a good tightly covered container. And you can actually strain the excess water out. And you really are cooking something not really like rice. It looks like rice or millet, but you can strain out the water. That's your quinoa. It'll tell you when it's cooked because the water will be absorbed. Blend it with a bunch of fresh chopped vegetables, and this includes red and green bell pepper, mint, cilantro, and parsley, and a little green onion finely sliced.
Now to go with the quinoa, we have mushroom stroganoff.
Bruce has got an open pit fire going to cook the stroganoff, so stand back for some pyrotechnics.
Mushrooms are the way to get a lot of trace minerals. These are your typical commercially raised button mushrooms, and the portobello is very famous right now for replacing meat. Today I'm going to do the mushroom stroganoff. Got a great ripping fire going. These are going to go in the shiitakes, sliced thin. These are the oyster mushrooms. Pre-saute at the fire. We like to chunk these up, and I'm going to just quarter these, leaving nice bite-sized pieces, chunks. Portobellos, nice chunky, and my other white mushrooms. A good dose of paprika. You're going to want to add some sour cream if you're not vegan, because this makes it very nice, rich and creamy. And again, it's sort of up to your own taste. How much do you like and the look of it? And it turns nice and creamy and rich and brown there. Beautiful. This gets stirred in. And because tonight I'm also having a guest that is totally vegan, I remained one of these completely vegan, just by omitting the sour cream. Still has a nice flavor with the brown gravy. Oh my God, what did they do to me? Ah! Oh, gee. Always wanted to be able to do that. That's the whole thing with these kind of glasses. But thank you all for coming and this amazing makeover. It's going to take me a while to get used to myself in the mirror. But we're here to enjoy an unbelievable food. And it's ancient, it comes from the Americas, it's packed with protein. It's totally vegan in some cases. I didn't add sour cream for those of us that don't want sour cream.
Now let's finish what we started with the crepes.
It's time to flambe.
I'm all stacked up for serving here. And I can serve like 10 at a time like this, and it's much quicker than trying to make all of these a la minute. A nice little bit of jam right in there. And a little orange liqueur. Not going to flow me up, just to saute that up. Good old OJ, just a little splash of that, orange juice on there. And then as everything turns into kind of a nice glaze, just hit it with a little brandy. Woo. À la minute, c'est bon. All right, my orange juice, my triple sec and cognac have reduced down, along with the jam, forming this nice glaze. Now you've seen how I make it, watch how I eat it. Everybody, follow me. Take the fork, cut the corner off. Taste the au jus, otherwise known as cognac in triple sec.
Oh, yeah. A cocktail in one.
Does the trick?
Yummy. Oh my God, it's so good.
Spanky would approve. These are buckwheat crepes.
You really have to give me this recipe.
The Hippy Gourmet, it's not a television show, it's a movement.
Well, this was a unique show.
It's one for the record books.
Now we have a new and improved Hippy.
So tune in next week for another great episode of the Hippy Gourmet.
Peace, love, and good eats.
Now I don't want you to scratch my head, and I don't want you to make my bed, and I ain't anxious 'cause I'm sad and blue. I just wanna make love to you. I just wanna make love. Don't you know what I'm doing? Yeah.
Let's hit the town.
Yeah, let's go do something.